Started. So let's get into it. We are going to start standing. So come to standing on your mat. And again, this is our Fathers and Sons edition where we are focusing on masculine energy. We are focusing on mobility of the spine. So we will bend forward, we'll do some back bends, we'll do some lateral movements, and we'll also do some twists to get the spine in all 6 directions. And we are meditating today on lineage and legacy. So let's start by moving our masculine energy. So I want you to set an intention for moving your active, masculine, yang energy as we start with some tapping. So shift your weight onto your right foot and pick up your left foot. Balance a bit, use both hands to clap the sole of your left foot to start stimulating some of the energy in your left foot and ankle while you're balancing. Left foot comes to the earth, same thing with the right foot. Clap the foot, activate the energy, circulate the energy around the foot and ankle. Lean over to the left leg, shin and calves. Same with the right. Work your way up to your knees, all 4 sides. Left thigh, all 4 sides. If you notice that there are positions that push back or there seems to be a little tension, give it a little extra love. You can tap longer or you can tap harder. You're in charge of the pressure here. Then come up to your hips and your glutes. Come around to your lower abdomen, your low back. Maybe use fists if that's easier on your low back. Your mid back as high as you can get. Hit those sides as you come around and tap your chest. Popping is good here, means you're releasing. Right hand comes to that left shoulder. Lots of us have tension here in our shoulders. Left hand to right shoulder, tap. Right hand down the top of the left arm, clap your hands. Come back to the inside of the left arm. One more time on the arm, down the top, clap. Come to the inside, and then switch and down the top of that right arm, clap, inside. You got it now. Make sure you get your neck, back of the neck, sides, face slaps. Move the energy in your face as well. Head, hair. Take a big inhale through your nose with me. Exhale out through your mouth. Pause for a moment and notice your energy field. I can notice the tips of my fingers tingling. You can feel the muscles in my face still moving. Notice whatever you notice. If you're close enough to a wall, I'd like to ask you to bring your back against the wall. If you're not, it's fine. Just zip up so that your feet are touching, your ankles are touching, your legs are touching, and you're standing nice and tall. Pull your belly button in, tuck your pelvis just a little bit so your back is flat. If you're standing flat against the wall, that'll be a little easier for you. Tilt your chin just slightly so that the back of your neck is long or the back of your head is against the wall. Then take your right hand to your left shoulder. Left hand comes to your right shoulder. And we'll start our breathing here. So in your zipped up position, now if standing zipped up isn't comfortable for your body, then you can step your feet a little wider. Always, always do what's most comfortable for your body. Inhale through your nose. Pause at the top of the inhale. And then exhale through your nose. Pause at the bottom of the exhale. This is rule of 4 breathing. Continue at your own pace. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Rule of 4 breathing is what differentiates Kemetic Yoga from other types of yoga. This is the breath that you want to maintain throughout the entire practice. When you inhale, think about expanding your abdomen so it gets as big as it possibly can. Then you can bring the air up through your lungs, up to your clavicle, and then pause at the top, and then empty your lungs and pull your belly button to your spine as you exhale out through the nose. So continue breathing at your own pace. You don't have to hold the breath on the inhale or count numbers or anything like that. So if your breath is not as long as mine, that's okay. Whatever your natural inhale is, inhale. Pause for a second at the top and then exhale. Pause for a second at the bottom. Now, as you do that, you can close your eyes if you feel comfortable in your space. But I am going to tell you a little bit about this position. So today's class in the Fathers and Sons theme is also an Utley's version of Kemetic mythology. Now, different generations, different geographical locations had different mythology. So always check your sources, but here's Utley's version of the Fathers and Sons scenario. So we're starting with Asar because Asar is the key figure in the middle of our lineage. And we are in a Dejed position here. Dejed means pillar. And in this zipped up position with our arms crossed, the image on the right, the black and white image, is a pillar of Asar. Now, who is Asar, right? Asar was one of the first kings of Egypt. Asar was well beloved by his people. He introduced agriculture to the people. He was able to crush his enemies. Everybody dug Asar. He was a great king, except for Asar's brother Set. Right? So Asar is married to his sister wife, Aset. One night, Asar is kicking at a party, gets a little bit too celebratory, and Set, his brother, convinces him to get into a coffin. I know, long story. Let's just say Asar was drunk. He's like, yeah, I could totally fit into this coffin. Set was like, bet, show me. So Asar gets in, Set seals up the coffin, dumps it in the Nile. Floats on the Nile for a while, bumps into a tree, grows into this tree, becomes part of the tree. So Asar's coffin becomes part of the tree in this Dejed, which is why we have that vegetation image at the top of the pillar. Inhale, pause, and exhale. So imagine yourself as this Dejed and this pillar as you breathe. 3 more rounds of breath. And when you're ready, on an exhale, slowly release your arms down by your sides. And we'll start our masculine energy warm up. So we'll start at the top of our spine with our cervical spine. When you're ready, inhale. You can stay zipped up or with your feet hips width apart. Inhale, raise your chin up and your vision up. Maybe you stay here. If it's okay on your neck, you can release your head all the way back and open your throat. Keep your rule of 4 breathing. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. I like to take my 2 fingers just behind my ears and gently bring my head back to center. Inhale when you get to center. And then exhale, bring your chin down to your chest. Open up the back of your neck and your shoulders. Breathe. Inhale, return your head to center. And then exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Just your head looks over your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale your head back to center. Now, if you're still zipped up, go ahead and step your feet about hips width apart now. Right hand in front of the body. left hand on top, clasp opposite elbows with your left arm on top. Your elbows start at shoulder height and then just rock them side to side at shoulder height. This always leads to lots of popping in my shoulders, but we're trying to open the upper back and shoulders here. When you feel comfortable here, then you can slowly start to raise your arms up overhead with that same rocking motion. Keep your breath. And then come back down to shoulder height and then back up. If there's a position in between that works for you, you can stay there with the rocking motion. The next time you come to shoulder height, switch the cross of your elbow clasp and do the same thing. Rock. Up and down. When you're ready, come to stillness, inhale, and exhale, release. On your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Right hand takes the left wrist and lean over to the side. Lateral movements for the spine. Try not to collapse in your lean. Make sure your heart is looking up to the sky. Inhale back to center, switch. Over to the other side. Breathe. I also encourage you to try the Kachari Mudra, tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. Helps seal your energy, creates more heat in the body. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, slowly bring your arms down by your sides. Maybe you need to step a little wider for this. Test your body, but we're just gonna swing like kids on a playground. Start warming up our twists, swinging our arms. You can pick up your heels, the opposite heel as you swing, if that feels good to you. Also getting into those shoulders a little bit more. Then slowly come to stillness. And the spirit of masculine energy, hands on your hips. We're going to work on some pelvic thrusts. So when you're ready, just inhale, push your pelvis forward, baby back bend, and then exhale, come back. Just thrust forward and back a little bit. If you want to put a little extra onto it and go to the sides, that's up to you. Do what feels good here. Warming up the hips, warming up the low back. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Zip up again so that your feet are together. Hands on your knees, knee circles. Take your circles in one direction. And then take them in the other direction. Then slowly come to stillness. Rise, shift your weight onto your right foot. Top of the left foot comes to the earth. Top of foot circles. Although my circle is really just a side to side situation. You can make a full circle, great. But you know the motion. Just get into the tops of the feet there. Then shift to the opposite foot. Tops of the feet. Then come back to hips width apart, and we're going to walk in place. So we'll start being up on the balls of the left foot, bend the knee, and then switch on the balls of the right foot. We're walking in place, warming up the feet and ankles. We can also think about this as preparing to walk on our journey, our fathers and sons journey through history. Also warms up the meridians in our feet, which are important energy centers. Sesh poses and poses to open the feet are very important in ancient Kemet. If you can speed up your walk a little faster than whatever your previous pace was. If you're like me, maybe you're hearing lots of popping in your feet. I see that as a good sign. It means it's letting go of tension and stress in my feet that I no longer need. Okay, and as we're walking, I'll tell you where we're going next. The first father we're going to start with is Re, also known as the All, the source of all creation, the sun. So come to stillness in your walk, very slowly, don't just stop. Slowly come to stillness. And when we talk about Re, we are going to be doing sun salutations, right? Because the sun salutations remind us of Re's journey through the sky. So in the morning, Re is Kepra, the scarab beetle, the small beetle that pushes its dome uphill as the sun rises in the east. At the top of the day, when the sun is at its zenith, that's where we have Re. And at the end of the day, we have Atum or Amen, another name. Maybe that's also where we get Amen from in Christianity, for Re at the end of the day. So let's prepare ourselves to practice some sun salutations. So come to the top of your mat, feet together, tuck your pelvis, pull your belly button into your spine to protect your back. Inhale, and then exhale, hinge forward, forward fold, fingertips towards the earth. Bend your knees as much as you need to here. Inhale up just slightly, back of your hands come to the earth. Let the crown of your head go, point towards the earth. Inhale up just slightly, grab the legs behind the ankles, pull the elbows straight back, chest to thighs, crown of the head to the top of the earth, deep forward fold. Inhale up just slightly, make a pyramid, delta, or rock nation sign with your hands. Press that into the earth. Forward fold. Now reach your hands out to frame your foot so that each hand is about a fist width wider than your foot, and then slowly walk your feet back so that you're in a mer. In other types of yoga, we would call this downward dog. If you need to pedal your feet a little bit more, you can. Our walk should have warmed up your feet and your calves a little bit. When you're ready, inhale up on the balls of your feet. Exhale, bring your knees down to the earth, slowly and mindfully. Inhale, pick up your feet. Exhale, bring them back down. We're going to Kepra first. So some of you may be able to lay your chest on your thighs, arms down by your sides as Kepra. Others of you might need to widen your knees and bring your chest through. So imagine yourself as the scarab beetle here. Breathe. You need to stack your fists underneath your forehead. You can create some more space. Breathe here. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. On your next inhale, release Kepra and come back to tabletop. So your knees are underneath your hips. Your shoulders are over your wrists. And step your right foot through to a lunge. When you're ready on an inhale, you can rise to standing on your knee and adjust yourself. So if you don't feel balanced here, just walk that right foot out to the side a little bit until you do feel balanced. Hug underneath that right leg. Inhale, bring your arms 3/4 the way up to the sky. And imagine you're holding your sun disk, the sun disk of Ra. You can see, or Re. You can see from the image there that the sun disk is over his head. You can spread your fingers if you need to hold your sun disk. Inhale, bring your vision up to look at your sun disk. And then exhale, place your sun disk down on your knee, right hand to the knee, left hand on top. Now, maybe you stay right here because you feel an activation in your thigh. Maybe you want to shift your weight forward to feel more of an activation. It's up to you. Just keep breathing. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands back to the earth to frame your foot. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, lift the back leg. And exhale, step forward, back to forward fold. In this forward fold now, we are rising to our Re position from Kepra to Re. So bring the palms together in front of you to touch. Prayer hands touching. Inhale, bend your knees, raise your prayer hands so that you're looking through your pyramid as you straighten your knees and stand. Inhale, extend your arms as far as they'll go. And then exhale, bend your knees again and look through your pyramid. Inhale, straighten your legs, bring your prayer hands up to the sky. Release your prayer hands and return to your sun disk. Let those shoulders creep up to your ears. Hold the sun disk of Re in your hands as you breathe. Inhale. Pause and exhale. pause. Inhale, reach up just a little bit higher. And then exhale, release your sun discs, bend your elbows, bring your elbows into the side of your body and push your hip forward for a back bend, our biggest back bend. Inhale, release your back bend, align your spine, return to your sun disc up overhead. And then release your sun disc, press your palms together, look through your pyramid, bring your palms to the center of your chest, bend your knees slightly. Get ready for the other side. Inhale, press your prayer hands forward, legs straight, pull your belly button into your spine, exhale, fold. I'm just turning so you can see me. Exhale, fold. And then take your right leg back so that you're in a low lunge with your right leg back this time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, knee comes to the earth. Inhale, pick up your feet. Exhale, bring them back down. Adjust yourself on this side. Maybe again, walk that left foot out. Hug underneath your left leg. Inhale your arms 3/4 of the way up and hold your sun disc. Breathe. And then when you exhale, bring your sun disc down to your knees. Right hand to your left knee, left hand on top. Again, maybe you stay in your 90-90 box. Maybe you release forward. Tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands frame your foot. Inhale as you tuck your back toe. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, left foot meets the right, forward fold. Bring your palms together in your forward fold. Bend your knees slightly. Start to raise those palms up towards the sky. But first, with the knees bent, look through your pyramid. Inhale, straighten. Bring your prayer hands up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees again. Look through your pyramid. Inhale, straighten, pyramid up to the sky. Release your pyramid, hold your sun disc. Let the shoulders creep up to your ears. Reach as close to Ray as you possibly can get. Inhale. Exhale, release your sun disc, prayer hands into the center of your body. Full round of breath there. And release. Shake it out, do whatever your body is asking you to do. That was our first father, and here is our first son. We will talk about Shu now. Shu is the son of Geb. Shu represents the life force, breath, air, atmosphere. So again, with your feet, hips width apart, feel rooted and grounded into the earth. Maybe you shift forward and back on your feet a little bit to find that sweet spot where you're most grounded. I invite you to start your arms in the position of Shu. So elbows into the body, palms facing the sky, as close as they're gonna get. You can see I don't have a whole lot of flexibility in my hands here. I blame typing all the time, but bend your wrist as much as you can get. As you inhale, push those palms up towards the sky, as if you're Shu here. Inhale. And then exhale, make the sound Shu. So it might be Shu. But keep breathing here. It also might be shh. So make the sound that works for you. Feel steady, feel strong here, but make the sound of Shu as you're embodying Shu in this position. As the atmosphere, Shu separated the earth from the sky. Shu's children was Nut, the goddess you can see at the top of this image, and Geb, who represented the earth at the bottom of this image. Keep breathing, pulling your belly button to your spine. Inhale. Pause and shh. Pause. Even the sound of the word sounds like breath, life force. Now you can see again in this image that Shu is holding Nut apart from Geb, because as a father and a son, Shu and Geb did not get along very well. We'll get into that in just a second. Are your arms burning a little bit? They should be a little bit. It takes a lot of effort to hold up the sky. Breathe, inhale. Pause and shh. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release your arms back down the way they came. Take a breath here, elbows into the sides. And then exhale, release. Shake it out, whatever you need. Maybe you interlace your fingers, do figure eight with your wrists. It's a lot of warming up for the wrists here. And you can interlace the other way and take your figure eight in the other direction. And we'll prepare to come down to embody Geb. So come to the top of your mat. Slight tilt of the pelvis, belly button into the spine. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Hands frame the feet. Walk those feet back so that again, you're in a murmur. Maybe you pedal a little bit to still open up the backs of the legs. Ears between your arms. Maybe you shake your head yes. And then come to stillness. Inhale up on the balls of your feet. Exhale the knees slowly and mindfully down to the earth. Inhale the tops of your feet up. As you exhale, cross at the ankles this time. Sit your bottom back behind your feet and extend your legs forward. As we can see, Geb is in a reclining position here. Extend your legs forward, flex your feet. Inhale, arms come up to shoulder height. Bend your knees so that there's a mur or a pyramid underneath your knees. Inhale, exhale, fold. So your hands come over your toes. So even if you don't need to bend your knees to fold over your toes, I invite you to bend your knees anyway. Now we don't want to be as much in the hamstrings as we want to open the low back. Look down to release your neck. Inhale, rise. Arms come back to shoulder height. Exhale, hands and knees hands come to knees, knees come to the earth. Inhale, pull your left leg into your body. Pull it tight. And then exhale, press the left foot down to the earth. Inhale, reach your right arm forward as far as it'll go, over that flexed right foot. Exhale, bend at the elbow and wrap around the knee. Inhale, bring your left arm straight back behind you. And exhale, hand comes to the earth. So we're in this twist for the spine here. Also in the position of Geb. Maybe you can feel the twist in your back. Maybe you can feel the twist in your hips. If you want a little bit more, a fuller expression of Geb, just scoot that left hand out, release the elbow around the knee, put the elbow on the outside of the knee and come down to your elbow. Now you can see you look a little bit more like Geb, God of the earth. Now, Geb didn't like his daddy Shu because he felt like Shu was disrespectful to Geb's mama. So they had a lot of tit for tat, a lot of back and forth over the years. When you're ready, inhale slowly, bring yourself up off of your elbow, reach your arms forward. Exhale, hands come to your knees, left ankle meets the right, knees come to the earth. We'll do the other side. Again, I'm just turning so you can see me, no need for you to turn. Inhale, flex your feet, arms up to shoulder height, knees form their pyramid. Exhale, fold. Maybe you take a micro rock this time, side to side, if that feels good on your low back. When you're ready, inhale, your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, hands down, knees down. Inhale, this time bring the other leg into the chest. Right leg comes into the chest. Squeeze. Exhale, press the foot flat to the earth. Inhale, reach that left arm over the flexed left leg. Exhale, wrap the arm around the knee. Inhale, bring the right arm straight back behind you. Exhale, hand comes to the earth. So maybe this twist is good for you here. Breathe, inhale. Pause and exhale. If you want more, put that right arm back so you can rest on your elbow. Bring the left arm outside of the right knee. Maybe you deepen the twist. Keep that foot flexed. Geb and Shu had so much drama as father and son that at some point Shu was just like, I'm over it. And he abdicated his throne so that Geb could take his place. Breathe. Even though Geb had issues with his daddy, Geb actually really liked his son. Extend the arm or the elbows bent. If you came down, walk that hand in. Inhale, bring the arms forward. Exhale, hands down, knees down. Inhale, arms come to shoulder height. Form your pyramid. Last one, forward fold. Rock a little bit, release your neck. Breathe, breathe. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Hands down, gaze down on your exhale. Swing your legs over to the side. Return yourself to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Inhale your hips up to the sky for mer or pyramid. And then walk your feet up to your hands, forward fold. Pull your belly button into your spine and slowly come up. One vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. And now we're in the middle of our flow and we're ready to talk again about Asar. So since you've seen this image here, I'll put myself full screen again. Come to your zipped up position, which we will now call a tekken. A tekken is an obelisk in ancient Egypt, but it also represents the resurrection of Asar. Feet together, legs together, if that's comfortable for your body. Again, maybe you rock on these feet. Find that sweet spot where you feel the most rooted. Tuck your pelvis, try to get rid of that curve in your lower back. Feel your belly button, pull to your spine. Feel your abs turn on. The tendency is to open broad across our chest and push the chest forward, but we don't want to do that. Soften your chest, shoulders down, open from the shoulders, palms facing forward, slight tuck of the chin. This is very similar to the Dijet that we were in earlier, but this time we want to think about it as a tekken. So Asar's coffin floated down the Nile, turned into the tree or the pillar. Aset was so distraught, right, that she decided to go looking for him. She found him, and she decided that they was going to be together and have a baby, immaculately conceived. Okay, but I forgot to tell you how all the drama started in the first place. So when Asar was being super celebratory at that party where Set got mad and tricked him in the coffin in the first place, Set was generally jealous, but also Asar had happened to sleep with Set's wife. They had a son, but we're not there yet, right? So Set's still mad. So Asar is dead, like in this pillar, because he's been in this tree for a really long time. But Asar finds his body and was like, I didn't get to have a baby with you before you died. We're about to have this baby. Set finds the body and was like, no, you're not about to have this baby. And he chops this Asar up into 14 pieces. He scatters those 14 pieces, but Set is one determined woman. She finds 13 of those pieces, puts them back together, boom, immaculate conception. But we're not ready to talk about Asar's son yet. So when you're ready, bring your right hand in front of your chest, your left hand on top, form a pyramid. Right? Let's embody Asar. So Asar, even though they had a baby, he's still dead, right? Now he's king of the Duat, the underworld, the netherworld, the far world. Right? So as we inhale, zipped up, we're going to exhale, shift our weight into our right foot, but turn our torso over to the left. Low back, mid back, upper back. This is the pose of Asar. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, everything comes back to center. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your right side, low back, mid back, upper back. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Again, that weight is in your left leg, protect your knees. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale everything back to center. Exhale. Inhale, bring your arms up, overhead. Reach, reach, reach again. We are still a tekken, reaching towards the sky. And then exhale, release your palms. Bend your elbows like we did with Shu. Bring them into the sides of your body. Palms facing up. Exhale, right hand in front of your body, left hand on top. We'll take that again. We'll take it a little further this time. Your pyramid should be about a fist width away from your chest. Inhale, shift that weight into your right foot. Exhale, turn your torso to the left. Go back, mid back, upper back. Inhale, release your pyramid. Left arm comes straight back behind you. Exhale, bend that arm at a 90-degree angle. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head, look over your right shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, everything comes forward. Exhale, return to your pyramid. Shift the weight into that left foot. Inhale. Exhale, torso to the right, low back, mid back, upper back. Inhale your right arm back behind you. Exhale, bend at a 90-degree angle. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head, look over your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head, look over your right. Inhale everything forward. Exhale, return to your pyramid. Inhale, reach that pyramid up towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach. You're in the Tekken representing ascension. And then exhale, bend your knees as if you're sitting into a chair. Now we're in the throne of Asar. Asar being the king of the underworld, the duat, the far world, the netherworld. Make sure that you can still see your knees. You don't want your knees over your toes. See your knees in this position. Breathe. Arms as straight as your shoulders will allow. Belly button pulled into your spine. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Create some heat. Feel strong. Embody your masculine energy in the throne of Asar. One more round of breath. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Pause. And then when you're ready, just straighten your knees. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Check it out. That feels good to you. And add a little motion in. Okay, and we'll take that one more time. So zip up, find your position, tuck your pelvis, turn your abs on, soften your chest. Inhale, right hand on your butt over your body, left hand on top, pads of the thumbs touching. As you exhale, inhale, weight into that right foot, exhale over to the left, low back, mid back, upper back. Inhale, exhale, turn your head, look over your right shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, everything comes back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale over to the right. Weight goes into the left foot, low back, mid back, upper back. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale everything back to center. Exhale. Inhale, reach your palms up towards the sky. Exhale, release your palms and return to the throne of Asar. Sit back as if you're in a chair. Pull your belly button to your spine. Arms reaching up to the sky. Make sure you can still see your knees. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Hands wider than your feet. Step back with your left foot to a low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left knee down to the earth. Inhale, pick up the toes. Exhale, bring the foot back down. Inhale, prayer hands into your chest. Because Asar is the god of the dead, we are going to embody a modified pose of immortality here. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso over to the open side, over to the left. Inhale, fingertips touch. Exhale, open your arms. Inhale, close your fists as if you're holding a loose butterfly. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. We can think of turning our head this way this time as looking at the fathers that came before us. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, look at the sons who are coming up behind you. Inhale, head, torso, arms, fists together. Exhale, prayer hands into your Inhale, press those prayer hands forward. Frame your foot, tuck your back toes. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, step up. Inhale. Return to the throne of Asar. Bend your knees, sit back in your chair, belly button to your spine. And then on your next inhale, rise. And exhale, return to your pyramid in front of your chest. Inhale. Shift your weight to your right foot. Exhale, rotate your torso over to the left. Low back, mid back, upper back. Inhale, right hand to your chest, left hand straight back behind you. Exhale, bend, 90-degree angle. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn towards the fathers who come before. Inhale, center. Exhale, sons after. Inhale, release everything forward. Exhale, readjust and center. Inhale, shift the weight to the left foot. Exhale, rotate your torso, low back, mid back, upper back to the right. Inhale, right arm comes straight back behind you. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to above your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale everything back to center. Exhale, return to your pyramid. Inhale, reach your pyramid up towards the sky. Release your pyramid back to the throne of Asar. Belly button to your spine. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. In your forward fold this time, frame your foot. And we are going to step our right foot back. Step your right foot back, adjust yourself in your lunge. Exhale, knee to the earth. Inhale, pick up the right foot. Inhale, prayer hands to your chest, modified pose of immortality. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso to the open side. Inhale, fingertips touch. Exhale, expand your arms. Inhale, loose fists. Exhale, turn your head, top of your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, everything comes back to center. Exhale, prayer hands into your chest. Inhale, press those prayer hands forward, frame your foot, tuck your toes, pick up the back leg. You know what to do. Step forward, forward fold. One last time, throne of Asar, bend your knees. Sit back in your throne. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come to standing. And then exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Take a second, shake it out. Whatever needs more energy flow, let it happen. And our next son is Heru. So Heru is the son of Asar, right? The son of Asar, the immaculately conceived son of Asar, and he's had with his wife Aset. Heru is the rightful heir to the throne. He is the biological son of Asar, but Set decides that he is the rightful heir to the throne as the uncle of Heru. A big battle ensued. We are going to embody that battle now as Heru. Kemetic fists, thumbs on the outside. Bring your fists down by your sides. Imagine yourself, again, masculine energy, straight, strong, like a Tekken, right? Heru is the lineage of Asar. Shift your weight into your right foot, pick up your left foot, rotate your ankle as you balance and breathe in one direction and then the other. And then just step forward, right? So that your left foot is pointing forward. Your right foot is pointing out to the side at a 45-degree angle. So if you've done classes with me before, you know that these are our ma'at feet. Left toes pointing forward, right toes pointing at a 45-degree angle. On an inhale, bring your fists to your chest. So it's sort of like the pyramid that we made with the Tekken, except it's fists this time because we're righteous warriors. Inhale. Exhale, turn your torso to your open side. So away from your left foot to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Extend your right arm back behind you. And then inhale, bend at this fist, right? Now again, we are Heru, righteous warriors, fighting for the throne. Heru embodies righteousness, justice. I'm sure you've seen images of the eye of Heru. Breathe, inhale. Pause and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your raised arm. Inhale, bring everything forward, return your fists to center. Exhale, bring your fists down by your sides. Inhale, shift your weight into your left foot and pick up your right foot this time. And then step that foot forward to the pose of Heru, so we can do the pose of Heru on the other side. Inhale, fist to your chest. Exhale, turn to your open side, slowly and mindfully. Inhale, extend that arm straight back, bend at a 90-degree angle. So Heru needed a little help from his daddy to take over the throne. Asar wrote a letter to the Ennead, to the gods at the time. It's like a council of gods, and it's like, listen, y'all know that Heru is the righteous heir to this throne. You can do whatever you want with him and Set, but I suggest you do the right thing, because at some point, all of you are going to have to face me as the king of the Dua. And so the Ennead was like, yeah, Asar, we think you're right. We're going to help Heru take over the throne. And Heru has a righteous victory. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head. Look over your shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your bent arm. Inhale, take your head, your torso, your arms, and your fists forward. And then exhale, step forward so that your feet are in alignment. Inhale. Exhale, release. Kick it out, whatever you need to do here. So Heru now is king of the living. Asar is king of the dead. And we need to talk about Heru's half-brother, Anpu, who is the final son in our series here. So remember that Anpu is the son of Asar and Nebehet. Nebehet was Set's wife at the time. Anpu is also associated with death. They say that Anpu was the one who did the first embalming or mummification that happened with Asar, which is why Asar is always so wrapped up. Anpu represents the awakening of wisdom, of vigilance, and transitioning from one realm of being to another. So those of you that are regulars, you know what the full pose of Anpu looks like. If it's too much to put weight on the tops of your feet, then just come down to where we were in pose of immortality. For full pose of Anpu, feet hips width apart, prayer hands into your chest. Shift your weight into your right foot and pick up your left foot. Again, maybe we rotate that ankle, warm it up one last time in each direction. Inhale, and then exhale, just take a natural step back, right? So we don't want to be too far back, we don't want to be too tight. Wherever your foot naturally lands is your natural step back. Inhale, exhale, bend both of your knees. Spine as straight as you can keep it as you lower yourself down to the earth. And so our glutes ends up sitting on that heel. In the lower image here, you can see Anpu is the one on the right. Okay? In the middle is a pharaoh, and then at the end, we have his half-brother Heru. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso over to the open side. You know this twist now. This time the elbow comes in to the knee. Form your fists, right? On your next inhale, bring your left arm straight back behind you. Exhale, bend it at 90 degrees, and then just knock your fists just slightly. And here we are in pose of Anpu. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to face forward. The fathers that have come before you. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn your head, the sons who will come behind you. Inhale, release everything. Head, torso, arms come forward. Exhale, release your fists. Prayer hands come into your chest. We're going to go up the same way we came down. So when you're ready, shift your weight forward just a little bit, and then inhale, slowly rise. When you get to the top, tuck your pelvis just a little bit. Step your feet wide on your mat. So all of your toes are pointing forward with your mat pointing forward along the horizontal edge of your mat. Then turn your left toes to the edge of the mat so we can do the other side. And then step forward, balancing on the left foot this time. Rotate your ankle in one direction, then the other. Exhale, natural step back. Inhale, tuck your pelvis just slightly. And let's come down slowly and mindfully. Exhale, rotate over to the open side. Elbow comes inside and knee to help you twist. Release your palms to fists. Inhale, open up that back arm. Front arm stays on your chest. Exhale, bend the arm at 90 degrees angle. And just slightly knock the fist. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head, look over your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look behind you. Release, everything comes to center. Exhale, return to tabletop. Cross out your ankles. Sit down behind your feet. Soles of the feet flat to the earth. Knees pointing towards the sky. Palms facing up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower yourself down. And if this doesn't work for you, just use your hands on the earth to lower yourself down. Once you get to the earth, take a few rounds of breath there. Tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. This is our masculine energy cool down now. In the cool down, we'll start with some bridge poses. So I just like to have my fingertips grazing my heels. Some of you might actually be able to clasp your hands around your heels with the feet flat to the earth. So find your comfortable position. Again, tuck that pelvis. So that slight natural curve in our low back, we want to flatten that to the earth. We can probably feel it better now that our spine is flat to the earth. For the first few, I just want you to inhale your hips up as far as they comfortably go. And then exhale one vertebrae at a time, bring them down to the earth. Inhale, slowly rise. So do this slowly, one vertebrae at a time, up, up, up. Then exhale down. Again, inhale up. And exhale down. And this time, add the arms if you'd like. So when you inhale your hips up, you can bring your arms overhead. And then exhale, bring them back down. And so just take this moving meditation at your own pace. Again, think about the masculine energy of the thrusting motion. But let the movement also remind you of lineage, the continuation of life. Stay with your breath. Inhale up and exhale down. When you're ready, come to stillness. Keep those knees pointing to the sky. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Squeeze the right leg into your chest. You can grab behind the hamstring. You can interlace your fingers on top of the shin. Whatever helps you start to get into that hip a little bit. Maybe you take some micro rocks and find that spot that really, really wants to stretch. Hold there and breathe. Achari Mudra, tip of the tongue, stays to the back of the teeth. And then when you're ready, release your hands around the right leg and bring them to a shoe position so that 90-degree angle. You don't have to worry about the wrist this time. Just bring the back of the hands flat to the earth. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Now maybe that arm, the back arm pops off the earth. That's okay. We want to get back into that twist for the spine. Want to release some of that twisting that we did earlier. Stay with your breath. When you're ready, use your strength in your torso to come back to center. Release the ankle from the knee. Maybe you take some small twists from side to side here to release your low back. And then do the opposite side. So this time the right ankle is on the left knee. Right ankle on the left knee. Pick up the leg, bring it closer to your chest. Either hold behind the leg on top. Find that sweet spot, the micro rock. Ichari Mudra, breathe. Release the hands from the leg. Return your arms to shoe. Inhale. Exhale, twist. So you keep your figure four figuration and you just bring the sole of your top foot over to the earth for a weird twist. In our lineage here, we are honoring both Shu and Geb. When you're ready, release the twist. Use that core to come back up, return to center, return the soles of both feet to the earth. Again, maybe you take rocks with both knees from side to side if it feels good in your low back. And then extend your legs long, back to the lateral motion for the spine. So walk your feet out to the left corner of your mat. Both feet walk out to the left corner of the mat. And use your elbows to sort of pick yourself up and scoot your head and shoulders over to the left so that your body is in a banana type shape here. So the feet and ankles, the head and shoulders are in the same direction, but your torso and hips are in the opposite direction. So a lateral stretch for the spine. Bend your arms at the 90-degree angle and return to Shu. And just breathe here as your side body opens. If you like, you can cross the left ankle over the right, or you can cross the right ankle over the left, or not cross at all, whatever feels good for your body. You can close your eyes if you feel comfortable in your space. Breathe. If you cross your ankles, release the cross. Walk your feet Slowly and mindfully back to center. Release your shoe. Bring your elbows down to the earth. Help walk your head and shoulders back to center. Just pause for a moment and center. Full round of breath. We'll hit the other side. Walk your feet, ankles over to the right. Use those elbows to help push your head and shoulders over to the other side. When you're ready, bend your arms into shoe. Maybe you cross an ankle. Breathe. When you're ready, release the cross of your ankles. Walk your feet back to center. Release your shoe. Walk your head and shoulders back to center. Zip yourself up again if it's comfortable so that your feet are slightly flexed. Your ankles are touching, your legs are completely touching. Return to our Tekken pyramid. So the right hand is on your body, the left hand is on top, just underneath your sternum. Triceps rooted to the earth, if that feels good to you. And in this position, the Sahu or mummy position, I want you to imagine yourself as a djed. Again, in this position, imagine yourself as Asar floating down the Nile. And the moral of an incredibly high drama story is when you think it's the end for you, sometimes it's really just the beginning. Yes, Asar had moved on to another embodiment, but in that embodiment, Asar was able to have a son to become a king of the underworld. What Set meant to be the end was actually just the beginning for him. His legacy was just starting. His lineage was going to continue. In this nice long Sahu or resting position, I encourage you to think about your lineage and what you would like your legacy to be. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Bring your awareness back into your body. Deepen your breath. On an inhale, raise your pyramid about 6 inches off your chest. Exhale, release the pyramid, bring the palms down by your sides. Inhale, rock your head from side to side, rock your hips from side to side, rotate your ankles. Next time you inhale, squeeze your knees into your chest. As you exhale, you can rock back and forth on your low back. And then rock over to your left side. Pause for a moment in the fetal position. Again, think about the legacy that you are birthing. When you're ready, push yourself up to seated. At the end of Kemetic Yoga practice, we say Hotep, which means peace be unto you. Hotep to all of you. Thank you for allowing me to share my practice with you. I also still have on the screen an image of the Aeneid, just as a recap of all the folks that we focused on today in terms of our fathers and our sons.